Good morning, students. Hope you all are safe and sound. So today in our this SST class, we will start chapter 14, that is environmental concern. Now, what do you mean by environmental concern? Here, environment is a surrounding that include plants, animals, air, clouds, everything which is in a surrounding area, that is environment. Now, concern here is that to worry about. Concern in simple language is to worry or to care of, taking care of something. So, environmental concern is that we have to take care of our environment. Fine. Our environment is made up of plants and animals as well as non-living things, soil, air, water, buildings, etc. Everything. Plants and animals depend upon each other for their survival. एक दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंड करते हैं plants and animals. Fine. They depend upon each other for their survival. How are they depending upon each other? When plants make food, they take in carbon dioxide from the air during the process of photosynthesis. See in this part. Yes, they are taking in carbon dioxide and taking out and that releasing oxygen. So animals in turn breathe in that oxygen. Fine. So this is how animals are depending upon plants. Plants add oxygen to the air. Without plants to replace the oxygen in the air, the animals would die. Yes, because animals and human beings, we need oxygen to breathe. Fine. So this is how human beings, animals depend upon plants. Yes, and animals are releasing carbon dioxide and plants need this carbon dioxide. So this is how they are depending upon each other. Fine. Our environment is made up of plants, animals and non-living things like soil, water, etc. Components of environment. Components is parts. Fine, types. So biotic and abiotic factors. Abiotic and biotic are the components of environment. There are two components of this environment. Fine. Biotic is including living part of the environment. Abiotic is non-living part of the environment. Biotic components constitute the living part of the environment, which is like animals which are found around us. Fine. So in other words, biotic factor is any living component which affects the population. है ना? So animals birth देते हैं अपने babies को. So that is affecting the population. Yes, this includes animals that consume the organisms. कुछ animals दूसरे animals को खाते हैं, कुछ animals plants खाते हैं, like this. Fine. Abiotic components are non-living things. Soil, water, air. Fine. So on our earth, climatic factors like sunlight, temperature, rainfall, humidity, they are all abiotic components of environment. Abiotic factors affect the ability of organisms to survive, to reproduce. How are they just helping us in survival? We need air to breathe. हमें चाहिए air. We need water to drink. So this is how they are very important factors. Fine. Next we have interdependence of biotic and abiotic components. How are they depending upon each other? All living things need air to breathe. सबको air चाहिए सांस लेने के लिए. Plants need nutrients in the soil to grow. Yes, plants and animals need water to survive. They need sunlight. So this is how abiotic and biotic factors are depending upon each other. Non-living things and living things are required in the environment. Fine. Now, interdependence of animals and plants. How animals depend upon plants? How are they depending upon plants? Plants give shelter to animals. कैसे? क्योंकि बहुत से animals हैं जो plants के ऊपर रहते हैं. They give food to the animals. Plants release oxygen which is required by animals, है ना. Herbivorous depend upon plants. Herbivorous animals जो होते हैं, जो like cow, elephant, जो plants या grass पे depend करते हैं for their food. Deer. Okay, so this is how animals depend upon plants. How plants depend upon animals. Animals breathe out carbon dioxide and plants need this carbon dioxide. Fine. They help in dispersal of seeds and pollination. How animals help in dispersal of seeds? Animals eat fruits. The fruit is digested by animals. Fruit part जो होता है ना, वो digest हो जाता है animal से. But the seeds, जो seeds होते हैं, they pass through the digestive tract and they can disperse seeds by excreting. Fine. And sometimes these birds and animals, they eat fruit part. और जो सीड्स होते हैं वो गिरा देते हैं ज़मीन पर. सो दिस इज़ हाउ दे आर जस्ट हेल्पिंग इन डिस्पर्सल ऑफ सीड्स. और सीड्स फिर प्लांट बन जाते हैं, ग्रो हो जाते हैं कई बार. फाइन. नाउ पॉलिनेशन. एनिमल हेल्प इन डिस्पर्सल ऑफ सीड्स एंड पॉलिनेशन. हियर पॉलिनेशन मीन्स टू टेक pollen grains from one plant to another so that new plant seeds can be produced. Like in this picture, see this bee pollinating the plant by carrying the pollen grains. These are the pollen grains. They are carrying it from here and just germinating here, carrying the pollen grain from one flower to the another flower so that new seeds can grow. Fine. This is pollination. Help in providing nutrients when die. When animals die, जब animals मर जाते हैं, their bodies decay and decomposes and provide nutrient to the soil. उनकी जो body है, उनका जो skin part है, सब मिट्टी में मिल जाता है and that help in gaining nutrients for the soil. Plants use these nutrients from the soil to grow. Okay, so this is how these plants depend upon animals also. What is food chain? Food chain क्या होता है? See, carnivorous which are meat eating animals, जो कि दूसरे animals को खाते हैं, and omnivorous are the animals those eat meat and plant both. Animals get many food items from fruits, vegetables, plants. Moreover, these carnivorous animals eat herbivorous animals. Like in this picture, deer. This is deer eaten by lion. Okay, so this is food chain. This form a food chain. They eat plants. This eat deer like this. Okay, this is called food chain. For example, deer eats grass and lion eats deer. The food chain always start with plants. So here plants are primary producers. Okay, herbivorous animals are primary consumers. Okay, and these carnivorous or omnivorous animals, they eat herbivorous, are called secondary consumers. इनको secondary consumers कहा जाता है. They are consuming this deer. In this example of food chain, the plant is the primary producer, the deer is the primary consumer and the tiger is the secondary consumer. So there is more than one food chain in nature. बहुत सी food chains होती हैं. See here, this fox can eat this goat. This also can eat, tiger can eat goat. So this is food web. All the food chains, many of the food chains are including, that becomes food web. Food web is similar to food chain but larger part. So this diagram, the diagram which combines many food chains into relationship among organisms. So that become food web. Fine. Next we have balance in nature. What is balance? Balancing, equilibrium, equality. So maintaining balance in nature by protecting wildlife. Balance in nature is a concept that speaks of maintaining a balance in nature. If we disturb any of the element of nature, then all the other these elements will be disturbed. अगर हम एक को डिस्टर्ब करेंगे तो और एलिमेंट्स भी डिस्टर्ब अपने आप हो जाएंगे. So maintain balance in nature by protecting wildlife, planting more trees, by reducing the amount of harmful gases into the atmosphere. Yes, various human activities have disturbed the balance in nature. जैसे डिफॉरेस्टेशन, हम लोग कटिंग करते हैं ट्रीज़ की, है ना. एनिमल्स को मारते हैं फॉर देयर स्किन, फॉर देयर टीथ. फ्यूल्स यूज़ करते हैं, केमिकल्स, पेस्टिसाइड्स विच आर हार्मफुल फॉर द एनवायरनमेंट. सो वी शुड स्टॉप देम. वी शुड ट्राई टू मेंटेन दिस बैलेंस बाय प्रोटेक्टिंग वाइल्ड लाइफ, ताकि हमारा जो बैलेंस है नेचर का वो बना रहे. Planting more trees, we should plant more trees, reduce the amount of harmful gases which are releasing by us in the atmosphere. So this is balance in nature which should be maintained, which is very important for our environment. So that is balance in nature. Okay, so this was all about page number, you just read page number 109, 110 and balance in nature from 111 page. Thank you.